People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News. First thing that is popping in the news is an update as it pertains to the buzzing topic on social media, in the news, in the real life. I am speaking about that incident where it is said that a 24-year-old lady, her name is DONNA-LEE Donaldson, she has been missing from Monday. So we are talking about 5 to 6 days. Persons of interest that is said to be responsible for her being missing, her boyfriend, Noel Maitland. He is a Popo still employed Constant Spring Popo station. It is said that he has a girlfriend, a baby mother that is also a Popo. Her name, Cathy Ann Smith, surname, the name that I know. She works at Halfway Tree Popo station, still employed there. Now people, after making a couple of calls and some of my trusted associates sending me information, some sort of background, Mr. Noel Maitland, he used to attend Jamaica College. Mr. Noel Maitland, he is also said to be a music producer. Label Noel One Time Music. It is said that he has worked with artists such as Sean Paul. So maybe he has big things popping. Never heard of him before. Don't know. However, that is not what I am here to talk about. I am here to talk about the case. Now people, when I did some sorts of background, it is said that this lady, Donna Ann, she comes from a place called Grants Crescent. Grants Crescent is said to be 3 lanes over from Ambrook Lane. Ambrook Lane is what we would probably consider some sort of garrison. I am not the one that is categorizing anything I just say. Maybe she was fascinated with the fact that this man was a producer. This man lived in a place called Chelsea, a kind of uppity neighborhood. So therefore, it seems as if whenever you came for her, took her out of her element, she felt better about herself. Now people, I am not trying to say that this girl is not a humble girl and was not satisfied with what she had and what her family had. Me just say possibilities. Now people, when you think about the fact that this man, Noel Maitland, that lady, Cathy Ann Smith, has not been questioned, has not been officially said in the news that, listen, these people, they are a suspect in the takeaway or missing of this lady. They are at least a person of interest. No such announcements by the JSF, and I understand that the JSF might be doing their, well, I know that they are doing intensive investigation. So maybe it is just a matter of time before it becomes official. Me no know. Let's see before we talk. Hope for the best, expect the worst. So I am saying no sorts of arrests, no sorts of search at the house. The house is not declared a scene of crime. To my knowledge, his car has not been seized. Her car has not been seized. His firearm has not been seized. Her firearm has not been seized. To my knowledge, maybe it has. I don't know about it. I can only speak about what I know. Now people, let me ask you a question. Based on information from the Popo, they said that they are doing their investigation. However, like I've always said, whenever any sorts of crime occurs and you don't get on top of it within 48 hours, that case, the evidence can be severely compromised. So therefore, the earlier, the better. Now, I understand that if the Popo are doing investigation, you cannot just hold on to people unless you have evidence, unless you have reasons, probable cause. Probable meaning the operative word. You don't really know. However, there is a great reason or possibility that this person might be involved, have something to do with something. Wherever there is smoke, there is fire. And I am going to tell you some of these probable cause. Probable cause number one, this lady always go with this man. Him always drop her off. This time, Monday. Today is Sunday. So therefore we are talking about 5-6 days now. No sighting, no phone call, no letter, no stamp, no telegram, no telegraph, none at all. So people, like me say, when we think about probable cause, it is reason why that person might lie, motive that this person might have to take away this lady, whether it is justified or not. He told the family a whole bunch of lies, inconsistencies. The neighbor saw the female officer, may I talk about Cathy Ann, and her next officer, went to that place on that said day that this girl was missing. The neighbor heard all sorts of fight, all sorts of battle, furniture turn over, glass are smashed, buckle are fling, everything that is associated with any sorts of fight. And then people, when we take into consideration, this man has been stalking the family member and saying that them want to mash up him career. And then this lady, Cathy Ann, she also said the day when the family went to Offer Tree, the same place in which she worked, the same place in which she called in sick ever since that girl got missing, that they are mashing up her career too. People, these are more than enough probable cause. Compounded with if they search the premises at Chelsea, compounded with if them search the car of the two people may I talk about Cathy and also Noel. So people, probable cause right there. Now people, like I said in my previous video, the top pawpaw on the case, Marlon Nesbitt, SSP Marlon Nesbitt, he said that this case is considered as a high-profile case. Don't know if it is high-profile because of the fact that this man have some money, this man is said to be a music producer, or the fact that it involves at least 3 pawpaw. The 3 pawpaw, may I talk about Noel Maitland, may I talk about Cathy Ann Smith, and also the next unidentified pawpaw that went to the premises with Cathy Ann that fateful day in which this girl has been missing. DONNA-LEE Donaldson I am speaking about. People, do you realize that if there's no sorts of BLOOD trail in the house in a Chelsea, there's no trail in the car of either Cathy Ann or Noel, and then there's no sorts of body found, do you realize how hard it is for them to get any sorts of charge or even worser conviction? However, people, I think that because so much pressure is on the pawpaw, this is such a case high profile in the fact that it is all over the media. Everybody are talking about it. The JCF, they will need to protect their badge, their organization. They would need to do some damage control. So more than likely, both persons or at least 2 to 3 people are going to get charged. But the question that we have to ask is this: being charged and then go to court and there's no sorts of evidence, it is only going to be like rubbing salt in the wounds of the people of Jamaica once again. And we know that the fact that this man is a producer, this man is a pawpaw, he can probably afford a top lawyer. He will probably, more than likely, get the backing of the JCF. meaning that the Popo Federation. So therefore, he is going to be lawyered up. So people, we have to understand what we are against. We have to understand that Jamaica is a very negligent, incompetent place. We have to understand that it is very corrupt. We have to understand that, listen, Popo looks out for Popo. Unless there is pressure, unless they're under the microscope and them can't help themselves or can't save themselves, they will do everything to compromise this case. And even if the case is not compromised, they will do all sorts of psychs and make sure that even if these two individuals, meaning Cathy and Noel and a possibly third unidentified Popo, even if them get convicted, sooner or later, in no time, they are going to beat the case, appeal, technicality. People, I just say. So anyways, people, at the end of the day, we see exactly what is going on. This to me is a clear case in which somebody, a boyfriend, take away somebody, the girlfriend, because of some sorts of love triangle. And nobody has any sorts of answers. The family is begging. The family is pleading. You heard the mother. She is pretty much stressed out of her wits' ends. She can't take it anymore because she lost her daughter, somebody that she loved, a caring person. This lady, I am speaking about DONNA-LEE Donaldson, did not come from any sort of riffraff family. Yes, they might not have been the most financially secure family. However, they had love. They had dignity. They had pride. They had family camaraderie. So therefore, they had more than a whole lot of us in a Jamaica have. And people, it is very sad to see that this young lady lost her life at the hands of one or two or possibly even three Popo people. This speaks volume on the amount of corruption that is in the JCF. And the fact that people that don't have the temperament should not be Popo for any sorts of reason are actually running around Jamaica, actually taking away people's lives just like the common criminals. People, it is very sad. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like I say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.